Welcome everyone to another session on blockchain. Blockchain technology came into life for Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency. Its underlying principles and fundamentals, that is, decentralized, distributed, immutable, anonymous, transparency, opened a can of ideas and opportunities. Decentralized identity is one of them. DIF, that is Decentralized Identity Foundation, in which Microsoft is a major contributor, is heading towards making DID a reality. So let's deep dive and understand what it is all about. A quick introduction about the presenter. I am Jitin Fernandez. I have 12 years of experience in IT industry. I am PMP certified IT project manager based out of Dubai. I am blockchain certified and a blockchain enthusiast. At the initial stage of internet evolution, it was primarily used for sending out emails and to upload your pictures and share details on a public platform. The organization like Gmail gave you a provision of sending out emails, while an organization like Facebook gave you a platform to upload pictures, statuses, share articles, etc. While to avail the services of these organizations, you had to sign up to these organizations. While you sign up, they ask you a list of personal questions as well as they ask you to create a username and a password which authenticates your identity. Also, the password had to be set fulfilling certain conditions, like Gmail might say you need to have a special character, Facebook might say you will need to have capital as well as small letters as well as numbers in your password. So you end up creating a username and password which is owned by those organizations to access their facilities. So even though it is your identity, they are the principal owners. They own your identity in the digital world. As internet progressed, more and more services got on board to the platform. Now you can shop online, you can do banking transactions online, you can book a cab, you can order a meal. All services started getting on internet. So if you have to go ahead and create account in each of these organizations, you have to go ahead and create username and password for each organization, satisfying their password policies. So that will lead to numerous accounts, numerous password. Managing them would be difficult. So in the next step of evolution, what they did is they introduced a principle called OAuth, where they say if you have to log into your application, you need not create a username and password, but you can log in with the popular or the initial organization credentials. That is, you can log in using Facebook or Google. So one step closer towards solving the problem. You need not remember or manage multiple username and passwords. You can log into your application with your existing Facebook or Google account. While this is good, still the fact is that your identity is managed, controlled, and distributed by another organization, and they have control over your identity. So in the next evolution, with the advent of blockchain and its principle of decentralization, DIF, that is Decentralized Identity Foundation, has captured that principle and is creating an evolution wherein your identity will be completely under your control. It won't be bound to any centralized authority, and you are the ultimate owner and you can decide what information to share with which application. Let's see how. Let me just enlighten you with the vision of decentralized identity. So, decentralized identity re envisions the way people share access, control, and share their personal information. It gives people power back to their own identity. Now, with this, what are we solving? The control is back to the individual on his identity and personal data. Also, it is your responsibility to promote and make your identity more credible. I will give you more details here. You have to wait for the subsequent slides. Any internet application we log in, at present, they have to do identity management. They are responsible for storage and protection of unprecedented amount of personal data. With decentralized authority, they need not store the identity. At present, how much ever we deny, our personal information is getting shared with marketing agencies for monetary gains. That also won't be a problem with DID because you have the ultimate authority. Let's deconstruct DID by understanding what it is. So DID essentially consists of two components, DID itself and DID document. So DID has three subsections. The first keyword is DID itself, which identifies that this is a decentralized identity. The method is nothing but which underlying blockchain technology is used to create this identity. So it can be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sovereign. At present, it supports 9 blockchain platforms. The third one is the identifier, and the combination of this DID colon method colon the identity, this combination will be unique across all blockchain platforms. So your identity is not linked to any blockchain platform and your identity is unique across the blockchain platform. This unique identity, if you closely look in a DID document, is linked to an associate public key. If you go ahead and see my first two videos, introduction of blockchain and Bay of blockchain, that is Bitcoin and Ethereum of blockchain, you will understand how public key and private key combination works in the blockchain world. The concept is somewhat similar to having a username and password in Gmail account. So my username Jitin is unique in the Google world, and that's how they identify Jitin Fernandez. But having that identity, they will not be able to access my emails. Whoever knows the username and password combination, they only have the authority. The public key and private key is very much similar to username and password. Username can be known by all, but the password shouldn't be shared with anyone. And to access the application or services of application, like if you have to access Gmail, you have to go ahead and key in the password. Likewise, even though the public key can be shared across the Bitcoin world, if you want to do a transaction with your account, it can be a monetary transaction, it can be anything in the Bitcoin world, you need your private key. So that principle works here as well. Apart from the ID and the public key in DID document, there are services, and these services are used to retrieve the verifiable credentials associated with DID. I will give you more details on this. Let's move on. If you recall, in the first slide I mentioned that increasing the trust and credibility of your identity is your responsibility. Verifiable claims is related to that. Let me paint a scenario for you. I have to verify from my university that I have completed my bachelor's in engineering. So verifiable claims is nothing but now you go ahead and request the university to certify that you have indeed completed your bachelor's degree in engineering. So these are the terms involved in that. Subject is nothing but a user like us or a company or anything that can be described. Issuer is an organization. So basically, I am going to the issuer and saying, please issue a certificate or an acknowledgement saying that I have completed my bachelor's degree. So here I am claiming that I have completed my bachelor's degree, please certify that. So the moment they go ahead and certify, that is, they go ahead and sign the claim with their private key, they are acknowledging that you are indeed a bachelor degree holder. Once that claim is certified, it will get linked to my DID and I will be able to retrieve verifiable credentials using this service whenever I want. Now you can imagine there would be multiple claims as an individual I can make that I am an Indian citizen, I am holding this degree, I am having a driver's license. All these claims and confirmation from the respective authority, it is increasing my credibility as these standard organizations are certifying whatever claim I'm making. So, like I said earlier, the responsibility of increasing the credibility of my identity lies with myself. Let's give you a pictorial representation. In a decentralized world, there is no authority, so everyone is considered as a peer. So when I say I want to log into Facebook, Facebook will send a challenge stating, okay, if you are Jitin Fernandez with this public key, confirm your identity. What you do is you go ahead and sign with your private key, which you only have, and you are verifying that you are indeed Jitin Fernandez and you will be able to log into your Facebook account or Gmail account. So essentially what is happening is your identity is not created in those respective organizations. Your identity is your authority. They are just sending out a challenge and you are confirming you are Jitin Fernandez. And that's all. So you are completely decentralized from all these organizations. If this organization goes down or they close their services, your identity doesn't go anywhere. Everything lies under your control. This is the power and authority that comes with decentralized identity. Let's take the first use case, that is hiring a car. When you go to hire a car or you make a request to hire a car from a car rental company online, they will ask for your identity documents, your driver's license, so on and so forth. So using the concept of DID, in your wallet you will have your identity as well as the verified claims from the university, from your driving authority, so on and so forth. So what you go ahead and do is, with your request for car rental, you share your claim that this is my driver's license, this is my identity. What the car rental company does is it goes ahead and validates it with the issuer to see is it a legit driver's license, and the issuer validates it. Everything is happening in blockchain world. Once your claims are verified, then the car rental company can go ahead and rent a car for you. How seamless the system will work. With the digital identity, it's not just the authority on the identity. With this, you are getting a complete control of what to share where, as well as your identity, since it lies in the blockchain world, it is immutable. And since you are just sharing the claim, it can only go ahead and verify it. It cannot in any way go ahead and tamper or play with your information. Let's see one more use case. I'll give you a real life scenario. So when I had to move to Dubai, I had to get my university certificate attested. For that, I had to give a physical copy of the university certificate, and this physical copy had to go to various offices and get attested and come back to me. It took 2 weeks. Only after that I could go ahead and apply for an employment visa. Now consider this scenario in the blockchain world. So the first step here is, as soon as I clear the examination, the issuer, that is the university, will go ahead and digitally sign with the private key of the issuer, stating, in this case, Bob has completed the degree, and issues a certificate to Bob, at the same time records it in a blockchain ledger. And as I stated earlier, each of the verified claims will be linked to your DID and will be accessible through the service. So all the claims will reside in my wallet. So the moment employer request for attestation, all I have to do is go ahead and share this verified claim with the employer. The employer will check the signature and confirm that this is indeed signed by the issuer. Everything happens in blockchain world, and the authority of the identity lies with me, and I have complete control over my identity and my verified claims. So the days long process is covered in minutes. This is what distributed identity brings to the table. An individual's identity is his or her ownership, whose control should rightfully remain with that person. And this is achieved using decentralized identity. I hope now you understand why I took this topic to discuss on. This is something huge and this is achievable through blockchain. Stay tuned to my channel to know more about the possibilities with blockchain. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.